What's up guys, it's your boy Desmond with the Lens. Today we're going to be doing a comparison video, the Q3 versus the Vision 4. Now, we're not going to go too far into details, we're just going to go some over the pros versus cons and some of the times where you might want the Q3 over the Vision 4 and vice versa. Now, as you can see, the Vision 4 is a lot bigger and heftier than the Q3. So if you're not going anywhere and you just want strictly power, the Vision 4 is going to be where you want it. You can use this at full power for almost unlimited shots until the battery itself is drained without increasing the recycle time. Versus the Q3, where you get about 20 to 25 shots at full power before the recycle time goes from instant to about a minute, which can really delay you, especially if you're outdoors, because the light's always changing. So if you're not able to hurry up and shoot as many images as you want to, it'll be a hindrance on you. Versus the Vision 4, which you don't have any of that issue. I would recommend the Q3 if you are like out and about. So if you're doing a shoot where you're constantly moving, the Q3 is going to be better because, again, it is lighter. It's less weight on your tripod, on your back that you got to carry around, especially when you got to move lights around quickly. Both have rechargeable battery packs. The Q3, you can have a full charge within about 2 to 3 hours. The Vision 4, however, you are going to spend like an overnight charging this thing. This isn't something that you can just plug up and when it's dead and hope that an hour before you got to go on the shoot, it'll be fine. It won't. It'll die on you if you don't have it fully charged. There's no real actual way to show how many shots you have left with this. It will tell you what how much battery it is, but it continuously changes while you're shooting. And it's not like it slowly degrades over time. No, it kind of jumps back and forth. So you don't really know what shot your last shot until you're there. Now, going to triggers. The newer Vision 4 comes with this little Densi trigger where you can fire. You need a C battery, which is expensive because it's like $13 for a 2-pack. And sometimes this comes out of the box not working. You have to either get a new one or you have to figure something else out. But there is an option where you can just go buy a new trigger. However, this will set you back about $80 to $100 depending on where you're getting it from. It used to be cheaper, however, more people started buying it, so of course they raised the prices. Now, the Q3 comes with a trigger where you can control multiple of them without anything in the box if you buy that version. There are Q3s where you can buy just the light, and then there are Q3s where you can buy the light with the trigger. Now, if you don't want to have any kind of light modifiers, then the Q3 is going to be the one that you want to go with. However, if you want modifiers, then you're going to want to go with the Vision 4 because it already comes with a set Bowens mount already on it, so that you can attach a modifier directly to it. Now, you can attach modifiers to the Q3. The easiest one would be the Mag Mod, but that's going to set you back about $70 to $100. Or you can just invest into an S bracket, which is about $30 depending on which brand you go with. I've had no issues using this. Slide it in, tighten it up, attach a modifier, and I'm all set to go. Now, all depending on what you're shooting is which one I'm going to recommend to go with. If you're shooting a portrait, you're shooting a product, you're shooting anything where you have time, you have a lot of space, then you might want to go with the newer Vision 4. But if you are limited on space, you gotta quickly move around and get the shots in and out, then the Q3 might be the best bet for you. Especially since, like I said, it's just two different ones. So, I don't know if you heard that thud, but this boy's hefty. I can say that both are durable. My Vision 4 I've had for a longer time, so I've definitely dropped it a lot more, to the point where there was one that is just kind of broken, but it still works. Like, it looks like it shouldn't, like it's broken on the outside, but it's still okay. But the Vision Q3 is durable. However, I've seen reviews where one fall and it's done. So just keep that in mind. If you're planning on using high-speed sync, then you have to go with the Q3 because high-speed sync does not come in the newer Vision 4. That means a lot to people shooting direct sunlight and out and about. But do remember that you only get but so many shots at full power, even with the high-speed sync. So it's like a double-edged sword. It'll work for you, but you only have a certain amount of shots. So you need to lock in your shots before you really start going full power with this flash.